Hello everyone and welcome back to the Rags to Riches challenge. We're going to get right into the main episode here, but I just wanted to show you guys something quickly. You can see I got kind of a little test set up here. Because if you remember in the last episode, I was having trouble filling this planter from the pallets on the ground, and I thought they just had to be lifted up because once I had lifted them into the air with a loader, I was able to fill it. And some of you guys had thought that maybe it was because I had it in this mode when I was trying to fill it, and you thought it would work better if I had it in the towing mode for transport, but I'm going to show you why I don't think that was the case. So yeah, if I back up to this pallet right now, I have no option to fill. If you look up in the top left there in the context menu, it should come up and say refill seeder, which it doesn't right now at all. That was the issue I was running into before, but if I go and switch into the skid steer here quickly, and then I switch back to the tractor, you can see that now it says refill seeder, and I didn't even touch any of the controls on the skid steer. I didn't move the pallet at all, didn't drive forwards or backwards, didn't touch anything, just switch to it and then switch back to the tractor, and now it says I can refill it. And even still, you can see that range is actually pretty good, but I can drive away, the refill thing disappears, and then I can drive back close again and I get the option to refill again. Which is very interesting. So yeah, I don't think, and you can see, I should be able to fill it all the way out to here kind of thing. So I don't think it's a matter of being in transport mode or not. But there's also something very interesting that I found. So you can see that it says refill now. If I leave the tractor, as long as I leave the tractor when I'm in range of that refill thing, I can get back in and it will say, it'll still give me the option to refill the seeder. So I can also switch to another vehicle. I can switch back to the tractor. It is still going to give me the option to refill. But if I drive away now and get out of that refill range, now if I leave the tractor, get back into the tractor, that option is going to be gone. So if I back up here again, yeah, no refill option. Nothing at all. But now if I cycle through, go back to the skid steer for a second, still not touching any of the controls at all, switch back to the tractor, now we can fill it again. Yeah, which is really strange. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with that, but yeah, it's definitely a bug. I don't think it has anything to do with being in transport mode or not, because you can see now I can go up to this fertilizer pallet and I can still fill from that one. I did have this on the trailer because I was thinking maybe it just had something to do with being in the air, but that doesn't seem to have anything to do with it. Because yeah, I was thinking, and a couple comments mentioned that as well, that maybe it had something to do with the new ground collision system, because I know they did do some work with that in the latest update. But yeah, even being on the trailer doesn't seem to help, because now if I go out of range, we'll jump out of the tractor, we'll jump into the tractor again, and we'll go back, and it's not going to work. So yeah, no option to refill, even though it is very strange because the cover still opens. That's not me opening that cover, that's automatically opening just based on the proximity to the fertilizer pallet. So it's still registering that it's there, it just won't let me fill from it for some reason. So that's definitely strange, and it's the same issue with the fertilizer. So I'm actually just going to set that up and just show you that really quickly as well. All right, so I've got the fertilizer spreader on here now, and you can kind of see the same behavior. I can drive up to the pallet and it'll open the cover. It's obviously knows it's there, but I just can't fill from it. But if I go in, and I don't think I even have to lift this thing up, I think if I just go into it so that it registers in the bottom there that I'm holding it, yeah, now I can actually refill it. All I had to do was basically switch to the loader and get it registered on the forks there, and now I can fill from it. And then same thing, I can even leave that one. I can go up and fill from this one now. And then yeah, same exact behavior. As long as I'm in range, I can get out of the tractor, I can still refill. I can switch between all my different vehicles, I can still refill. But if I go out of range and get out of the tractor and then get back in, it's going to be broken again. So yeah, no option to refill, even though it opens the cover. So yeah, don't know what's going on there, but it doesn't seem to be anything to do with the mode of the seeder. Or even the fact that it's on the ground. It just, I don't know what's going on there, but it's definitely weird, definitely some kind of bug. So I have taken a few screenshots and stuff, so I'm gonna after I'm done playing here today, I am going to do a bug report for Giants because I haven't really seen many other people talking about that specific one. Although I have seen a couple other people mention that the pressure washer is broken for them as well. And somebody did suggest as well that I should try to sell that pressure washer and buy a new one, and maybe that would fix it. So I might do that at some point. Even though that's kind of annoying too, because gonna end up losing some money on that transaction. So I'm just gonna get all this stuff cleaned up and put away, and then we'll get into the actual episode here. Okay, so I just thought of something else to try, and yeah, notice something interesting again. You can see I can refill from that. So I'm just going to go out and reset it. So we're going to go out of range, jump out of the tractor here, and then drive back up here. So yeah, cover opens, still no option to refill, but apparently I don't need a loader. Because if I just flip to this tractor for a second, and then I flip over here, it'll refill again. It seems to be something with like the way it kind of registers in the bottom right there. Like you can kind of see how much product that I have on this trailer. Kind of the same way it shows you when you put it onto a loader. It'll show you in the bottom right how much is there. There seems to be something with it registering that allows it to fill or not. Because yeah, now I can fill it. But if I don't flip to that tractor first, it just doesn't work. So we'll just try that one more time just so you know it's not a fluke. Yeah. Get out when it's out of range, come up. The cover will open, but there's no option to fill. Switch to this tractor for a second. Switch back here. Now I can fill it. But that is actually better. I'm glad I found that out because that means I don't necessarily have to have a loader. I can just kind of leave this set up like this, even if we just use like the John Deere or something. As long as we have our pallets on a trailer here and we have a tractor hooked up to the trailer, we should just be able to flip to that and use that to be able to refill our tools from the trailer without actually having to go into each one and activate it with the loader. So yeah, that makes it a little bit easier, but yeah, still a very strange bug here. And I did experience that same bug with the baler, trying to load it with net wrap as well, where I couldn't do it until I brought the loader over and raised it up a little bit, or at least put it onto the fork. So yeah, it's not just seeds or fertilizer either. Seems to be more widespread. The only thing that I didn't notice it with was this silage wrap. I was able to fill this thing no problem from the pellets on the ground. So doesn't seem to maybe affect everything, but yeah, so far the fertilizer, the seeds, the net wrap, and then I was playing around in my test game as well, and even like the liquid fertilizer and the herbicide, it was the same thing. I couldn't load those into my sprayer in that game. So yeah, it seems like most things are affected, but apparently the silage wrap is not, which is pretty interesting. So we are going to jump ahead into June here fairly soon, but I do want to go do a couple more contracts first, earn a little bit more cash because we are getting a little bit low, and we definitely need a little bit more money, but we're not doing too bad. We still have a load of silage that we can sell next month as well. So I think all of our other stuff is still doing good here. Yeah, goats are pretty good. I'm going to have to remember to top up that water before we advance the month, but the chickens still have lots of food as well. Starting to get a pretty good supply of eggs built up there now. So I'm just going to go into the contracts here. I think we're going to do that weeding one. Oh, I can finally collect this deadwood contract. Forgot about that. I think we're going to do these hoeing ones as well. That cultivating one is decent, but it's pretty far away. I might skip that one. And I'm probably going to do these mowing ones as well. And that weeding one as well. So yeah, 2 weeding, 2 hoeing, and 2 mowing. So I'm going to try, I've never actually tried this before, but a few of you have told me that you should be able to use the kind of go-to function to get AI workers to go deal with fields. So yeah, I'm going to try to use that AI function to create the job and get the worker to just go right down there. Yeah, create job, field work. And then I guess if I do that, is that going to work? I don't really know. Activate? No. Okay. Let me see. Just give me a second. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to make this work. Create job. Field work. Oh, and then start job. Is he going to... Oh, okay. Is it going to work? Okay, I think he's maybe going to figure it out. Okay, and then that mowing contract I think I'm going to do myself. That one's kind of in the same area, so we're going to see if we can hook up and race him down there. We should be able to beat him there by quite a bit, I think. Just because those AI workers tend to drive pretty slow, and this tractor has got a higher top speed anyway, so... Actually, I'm going to stop and refuel this thing, and I'm probably going to swing by the shop and repair it as well, and we'll see if we can still beat him down there. Oh, really? Oh, no. Crap. Okay, well, apparently my fuel tank is broken as well. You got no option to refuel. Man, how did they break so many things in this update? This is ridiculous. But I think we have enough fuel to do it anyway, so I am just going to go repair this thing, and then, yeah, we'll go see if we can still beat him down there. Oh, I didn't beat him. He just started. That is a pretty handy feature, though. Should probably start using that more. But now I guess we'll try to race him in the field. I think my field's quite a bit bigger than his. Oh, I almost caught him, but not quite. He just finished. Damn, I was making some good progress there. But couldn't quite do it. But I mean, I did almost finish a much larger field. All right, so the next field he's going to do is just right over here. So I guess I can just move him for this one. And we'll get him working there, and we will head over and do the other mowing contract. It's a little ways away. Oh, man, I'm really not impressed that my gas tank is broken, though. I don't know what I'm going to do there. Hopefully the regular gas station still works. Might have to swing by there on the way back from this mowing contract and give it a try. Because I'm pretty sure that one actually has like a trigger you have to activate, although maybe not. I can't remember now. But yeah, I hope I can find some way to refuel here, or we might run into trouble. Okay, well, I just beat him on that one, even though I had to travel quite a bit further. So I'm just going to go collect all of these. That was a decent little amount of money pretty quickly. So what are we going to... Let's see if we can make it all the way to field 18 there. Okay, well, he did not like that one. Let's try getting him out to a main road first and then see if he can figure it out from there. Okay, let's try that again. Great job, field work. Yeah, I don't know. He, something about going over there he does not like. So yeah, I guess that's a little bit hit or miss whether that works or not. I know I had tried that in my other game, the one that I had started previous to starting this series, and I had tried that go-to thing a few times, and I kind of found the same thing. Like sometimes it would work. I never actually tried to get them to go start field work because I wasn't really doing contracts in that game, but yeah, just to kind of go to different places. I was trying to get them to do that, and it was a little bit hit or miss. What's up, doggo? Just supervising this field, I guess. And yeah, I had the biggest problem with using workers before I found in my other game was that they just kept getting, like they kept running into traffic or getting jammed up with traffic in all kinds of hilarious ways. We're a little bit light in the front end here. Let's grab a weight as we're going by here. But yeah, I would try to get them to like deliver grain and stuff like that too, and I ended up having to turn traffic off because yeah, if they would just get bound up every single time. I would try to get them to like move a trailer or anything to sell grain. They would end up just in some kind of calamity with traffic jammed up, and I'd have to go rescue them anyway. So yeah, I ended up just turning traffic off in that game so that I could actually use the AI workers to drive on the road because yeah, with traffic they would fail almost every time. I'm actually surprised this guy managed to get down there and do that field all on his own. I had very little faith. I wonder if this guy was kind of screwed up because I've plowed in this road a little bit. Maybe that was the way he wanted to go, but I mean, I think the road on the other side is still open, so I think he would have been able to figure it out. I'm kind of just curious though. Like if we get this close, will we be able to figure it out here? Blocked by an object. What object? And like, he was already on the road, and then he drove through this other field to get to this one. Like, that makes zero sense. Okay, I'm just gonna bring this guy back. There's no more mowing contracts. I'm pretty sure those are the only two, the only other two grass fields on the entire map, other than my own at this point. The ones that I just mowed. So I will bring the mower back. But yeah, I am going to come and stop at the gas station on the way here because I want to double check that we can actually fill up our machines, because yeah, if my fuel tank isn't working, then yeah, we're gonna run into issues here. It's still gonna be a massive pain if I have to come down here every time I want to refuel, but hopefully Giants manages to fix that issue soon. But I'm curious if any of you guys have experienced that issue, because I haven't heard anything about that either, about the fuel tank's not working. I'm not seeing the option. Because I don't think I have to do anything special, right? I'm pretty sure, like, it's been a while since I've had to fill up from here, but I'm pretty sure you just kind of drove right in. And then it would come up in the context menu there, and you'd be able to fill, but Um, oh, there it goes. Okay, so maybe I'll try that on the fuel tank as well. Because yeah, all I did was get out of the tractor and get back in, and then the option came up. So maybe that was the issue. So I'm not going to quite fill it all the way here. Yeah, I'm going to go back to the farm and try that on our fuel tank. See if I can just do the same thing where I get out and get back in and see if it works. Definitely some weird stuff going on though since this last update. Okay, still no... Oh, there it came up. Weird. Because it definitely didn't come up before, right? I'm sure of it, and it must have been at least this close. Very, very strange. I don't know what's going on. Kind of frustrating though. Oh, I still have to fertilize their grass. Still have to do that. Almost forgot about that. So I'm just going to do that right now before I forget. Sorry, chickens. Hope you like fertilizer. Okay, that worker is done over here. Now, let's see if he can figure out create job, field work. Okay, I think that guy's going to figure that one out. So, we'll just go over here and fertilize their other field. And then I think we should be pretty much ready to move on to June here. Because I'm getting pretty sick of working in the rain here. It's been raining all day. Okay, we got all those contracts done, so I can just go in and collect those last two. So we're back up to 50 grand. I did go take the Agro Star down to the store and repaired that one, so that was a little over $1,000 I think. Can't remember now, but it wasn't too bad. Oh yeah, I think we're pretty much good to go. There was just one more thing I was going to do is go activate this water tanker for the goats there so they don't run out of water again. Because I think once their health goes to 0, they stop making milk. So we don't want that because that milk is a pretty good money maker for us. So gotta make sure we keep that topped up. Didn't take much, but should be good now. And yeah, I don't know what was going on with that fuel thing. Because I refueled these other tractors and it never gave me any problems. So. But yeah, the first time I came up here, like it definitely wasn't working. And then even when I went to the gas station, it wasn't giving me the option until I got out of the tractor and back in. And then it suddenly came up. So yeah, definitely some weirdness going on. But yeah, I think we're pretty much done everything I wanted to do for May here. Just going to feed the dog. Make sure he's not starving. And yeah, let's get out of this rain and get into June. Okay. Early morning on June here. I'm just going to go run around and check on all of our stuff. Water is getting a little bit low in there. I'm going to have to top that up pretty soon. We probably got at least one more month on our sawmill here before we have to restock that, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. Yeah, so this is still good. Okay, our meadow did go back up a little bit again, so yeah, it should keep up. And yeah, should have lots of food in here. I think I'm not going to worry too much about auto topping this thing up just because this 9,000 liter capacity does last a little while. And yeah, it annoys me how that cover opens every time it auto dumps. So I'm just going to come over, keep an eye on it and dump every once in a while when it actually needs it. But yeah, chickens look like they're doing pretty good. And yeah, we will have to clear out this loading zone again because yeah, we're getting a lot of eggs. But yeah, we're getting close to the peak. But yeah, you can see we've got about $40,000 worth of eggs right now. Give it a few more months to peak price and further build up. It's going to be a pretty good egg sale. Kind of funny though that these eggs can just kind of sit outside baking in the sun for months and not go bad, but starting to get a little bit of honey. But yeah, this production is pretty slow. But I was curious, does anybody know, like I have 4 of those big hives down over there. Is there like any limit to them? If you just stack a whole bunch up, does it keep increasing the honey production, or is there like a limit to how many can be like on your map or in a certain they're in like a certain zone or a certain area? Do you have to spread them out? Or yeah, I have no idea how the beehives work. So if anybody knows how that works, please let me know, because yeah, they're relatively cheap. So I don't know, I could just throw a whole bunch more down over there somewhere if we want to increase the honey production, but I'm not sure if it makes a ton of difference or if there's some kind of cap on how many hives you can have, or at least in a single area or anything like that. So but yeah, I just wanted to see, can we have oh no, we can't do that one. That's spinach. Do have another weeding one, but probably won't worry about contracts too much this month because yeah, we do have our 2 fields are ready to go. These 2 fields are both barley and they are ready to harvest. So we're going to be getting right into that here. That's what we're going to start off with here. So I think I'm going to go jump into the combine and we will take it out of parking mode here. And yeah, somebody asked me about that. That's just a mod that I have that's called Park Vehicles. So you can see down in like the bottom right beside where it says inactive there, you can see this little symbol that comes up with that red crossed out circle or whatever. That's the symbol that uses this mod. So if it's in this mode, I won't switch to it as I tab through the vehicles, and then I can unswitch it there, and then I can switch back to it. So I am going to take that off so that I can switch to it while we're doing our harvest. Yeah, I don't think there's too much else that we need to do to get ready. Just got to kind of bring the combine over here and switch our truck onto our grain trailer and bring that over. And yeah, that's pretty much all we got to do, I think. We'll just bring this guy over here. And I just want to check on these silage bales here quickly. Okay, so we're at 90% already. So yeah, if we get this harvest done, get all our barley harvested up here, and then it should be almost time to sell our silage here. So should have some decent money coming in. I won't be able to sell our barley just yet because I think the best price is in the winter. So we will just be putting it into our bin there and storing it for a few months until we get better prices on it. So yeah, we'll get old Slim Pickens here hooked up to the grain trailer. And then we'll have to see. I'm still not quite decided what I want to do for a seeder, but I think I kind of know which one I want to get. So we're going to wait until we sell this silage. Man, that thing is loud. Zoom out so it's a little bit quieter here. But yeah, I think once we sell this silage, I will be able to afford a new seeder. Because yeah, I think right after this harvest is done, we're going to plant these 2 fields back to grass. Then we can do 1 grass harvest out of these fields before we have to plant them back to barley again for next year. So I'll just bring this guy over here and park him out of the way for now. I'll open up that cover, and yeah, we should be good to go to start this harvest. All right, so we'll turn our combine on, lower that header, and get to work here for our second ever. Oh wait, how do I? So I just gotta enable the straw swath here. Forgot to do that at first, so yeah, we'll start our second ever barley harvest. And yeah, definitely got to drop that straw. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do with this straw. If I should just continue to sell it, or if I should start saving it up, because yeah, I do want to get cattle at some point soon, and then we'll need straw for making TMR. So yeah, I don't know exactly how long that's going to be till we get the cows, so I don't know if it's worth starting to save up some straw right now, or if I should just continue to sell it. But we'll get it dropped and baled up here first, and then I guess we have a little bit of time to decide. I might hang on to it for a little bit. But yeah, I'll probably just get this field done first, and then hopefully our silage will be done by then, and then I might get a worker started harvesting our second barley field there while I go sell all that silage, and then after that we can probably buy a new seeder and start seeding this field to grass as well. Okay, we got that field done. Got that back hopper filled already. So that's doing pretty good. I think that's the biggest one out of the three, so got quite a bit of barley in here already. So we'll just finish emptying out this combine here. and we'll get it over to this other field. And this one should be pretty good too, because it's bigger than that other one, I believe. And I mean, we expanded it a little bit from the time we harvested it last time, so should get a pretty good yield out of here. So I'm just going to hire a worker for this one. Start with the headlands. That all looks good, so get him going. All right, that looks good. So I think I'm going to take this and dump it off, or dump it into our bin here. Because it already feels a little bit heavy, so I think we don't need to totally fill it up if we can avoid it, because it is going to be quite a bit of weight for this old truck to move. So yeah, we got almost 30,000 liters out of that field, which I think is similar to last time. We didn't expand that one a ton since the last harvest there, but we'll get this emptied out into our bin. We should be able to sell a good chunk of this barley because we still have quite a bit over by our chickens there. And that's really the only other use we have for it right now, is to feed our chickens. And I'm not quite sure, but there's still probably about 6,000 liters in that trailer. And then, yeah, I don't know, there's still a few thousand liters in that silo as well. And we only need about, I think it's something like 21,000 liters per year to be able to feed them. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. We won't have to take that much out of this harvest to be able to feed our chickens for the rest of the year until next year's harvest again. So a good chunk of this we are going to be able to sell. So should make some decent money off of this barley around winter time there. So I think I'm going to come over here with the Valtra, get hooked up to our bale trailer, and start loading these bales up. And hopefully by the time I get a load kind of ready to go, that silage is going to be ready. And then we can get that sold. Got to get this straw baled up still, and then we can come back and seed it again. Let's just see. Okay, this is silage. These all look like silage. Just want to make sure they're all converted because they don't all quite get wrapped at the same time. Yeah, see, these ones are still 99%, but by the time we get this stuff loaded and brought down there, everything should be ready to go. Okay, that's one load loaded up, but our combine is almost full here. Okay, yeah, there he's full, so we'll just go empty this guy out quickly. And I do need to double check where our best silage price is. Okay, so technically the best price is at the biogas plant, but it's quite a ways away. And I mean, $1 difference isn't going to really make a difference. So I think we'll just go to the animal dealer since it's our closest point. Just right over there. Okay, we got all the silage sold there. Not our biggest silage sale ever. But we're still doing pretty good. Got 177 grand basically. So I think it is time to buy a new seeder. Which means this one can be sold. So I'm just going to unload this one here, because I think we'll just lose those seeds if we sell it with product in it. So leave those there. And then I think we also need more fertilizer. So I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. Guess I might have to just make another trip down here with the John Deere or something to restock our trailer with fertilizer, because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to load it. I did bring those pallet forks down here, so we got those at the store now, so maybe I can figure out a way to do it if I can kind of activate it and then switch back or something, but we'll see. So yeah, I think we'll repair and repaint, and then we can sell this one. 26 grand. Not too bad. I mean, we barely used that one. Had it for a while, but I mean, we bought it used, and yeah, with the little bonus from like repairing it and repainting it, like I don't think we really lost any money on it. We might have even still made a profit on it. So yeah, at the end of the day, wasn't a bad purchase. So yeah, I had another look at these, and I'm pretty sure I'm just going to go with this one, the Bednar Omega, just because, yeah, it can do direct seeding. It can also do fertilizer. It's very similar to this one. Not quite sure what the difference is, but this one has a higher horsepower requirement, and it's a little bit more expensive, but all the other stats are basically the same, like same working width, same top speed. They can do basically the exact same thing. So yeah, I think we're going to go with this one. Because, yeah, it gets pretty expensive if you get up into any of these ones. They would be better, but, I mean, this one doesn't do direct seeding. It also doesn't do fertilizer. This one can do direct seeding, but no fertilizer, and that is like an extra 70 grand almost. It does have a little bit higher working width, 8 meters versus 6, and it is a little bit faster. It goes 20K instead of 17, so... I mean, this one would be decent, but then you do have to do the fertilizer step afterwards as well, and it is a fair bit more expensive. We could technically afford it, but I think I'd rather save that money. I mean, we only need to seed barley once a year, so it's not that big a deal if it takes a little bit of time. And I mean, this one does fertilizer, but it doesn't do direct seeding, so you'd have to do the extra cultivating step, and this one gets pretty expensive. And then this one does all three, but it is really expensive. And I mean, it's only a 12 kilometer an hour working width, and it's 9 meters versus 6, so it's not even that much bigger. I mean, it would probably work out to be faster, but it's also got a 415 horsepower requirement. So we don't really have a tractor that could run that one. Yeah, I think we're just going to go with this one. Tire roller. Does that actually make a difference with anything? I'm not really sure. I'm going to try it without it just to save that 5 grand. Yeah, I don't know if any of this stuff actually makes a difference to like what the performance is, or if it's just mainly aesthetic. Well, we can pay 6 grand to get an extra 400 liters of seed. So I don't really think that's worth it. And I don't think we need a ridge marker either. Yeah, for 2,500 bucks, we can kind of see where we're going with this. Plus I usually just use the GPS lines for seeding anyway. So yeah, I think we will. Oh, I thought I turned these off. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that stuff off. Leave all the options off for now. And yeah, we're just gonna buy this one like that. Okay. We do still need more fertilizer though, so let's buy, I think it said it holds 3,000. So let's get all of these, because we're going to need to restock our other fertilizer spreader at some point as well. So let's go hook up to this thing. We'll just see if we get the option, just on the off chance. Oh, whoops. A little bit too fast there. So do we have the option of fill? No. I'm wondering if I can make this work. Actually, I should probably go check on that combine. He's probably full by now. Yeah. Okay, let's dump this guy. Oh, he's on the wrong side of the crop too. Damn, I should have been paying attention to that. Now I gotta back him out. Yeah, the truck definitely struggles in the dirt a little bit when it's, especially when it's full, but it's not too bad once you get it moving. Okay, so we're going to have to dismiss that worker. Okay, combine is emptied out. I'll just get this guy going again. Hopefully he's smart enough to just pick up right where he left off. It usually works, but sometimes it kind of screws him up. So we'll just hire him back and make sure, hopefully he can figure out, start going in the same spot again. He's gonna do it. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna be fine. Okay, he should be good for a little while. So we'll hop back to the shop here. Yeah, let's grab this pallet fork and we'll see if we can pick up one of these pallets and kind of get them activated enough that we can actually fill this cedar. We can leave those forks there, and I think I'll bring this back, and then I'll come back down with the John Deere and that other trailer, and we'll load up a few pallets of fertilizer and a few pallets of seed, just so we have some. So we'll just bring this guy down here. We still have a couple pallets of seed there, but I'm just gonna buy a few different things and kind of get us stocked up, so we don't have to worry about coming down here again. Oh man, that combine is almost full again. Okay, that's good though. He's about to turn around, coming in the right direction, so we can empty him out on the go if we catch him in time, which might be difficult because this thing's getting a little bit heavy now. Come on, baby. Just got to get a little bit of momentum going. Driving over these swaths slows us down a little bit too. Oh, come on. It's almost full. Oh, we're almost there. Come on, come on, come on. Just don't want to stop. There we go. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, that was close. I think he was just about to stop there. Not that it makes that much of a difference, but it's slightly more efficient if you can kind of fill them up on the move, or empty them out on the move, I mean. Okay, so we've already got as much from this field as we did from that whole other field. I think we got 29,000 liters from that other field. And we're already at almost 33, and there's still a decent amount to go here. Okay, let's get back down to the store there, get restocked on a few things. I knew there was a reason I didn't sell this trailer yet. I wasn't planning on it using it as a workaround for a bug that they introduced in an update, but it's going to work out. Oh, I probably should have put a weight on this thing before I came down here. It's a little bit front heavy already. And using this thing again really makes me appreciate how good that skid steer is for loading. Do we need any more than that? Let's get one more. I mean, I'm sure we'll use it eventually. And then we'll get a few pallets of seeds as well. Okay, got her stacked up. She's not pretty, but that'll work. So we'll just get that strapped down, and then this guy's got a full tank again, so go empty him out, and that field is almost done now. Then we'll go dump this out into the bin after this one, because yeah, he's having a bit of a struggle now at this point. Someday we'll get a more powerful truck that should be able to handle this better. Or we'll get some kind of like chaser bin or auger bin type thing that we can pull behind a tractor. And then I find that works pretty good too. Especially if you have like a Super Bee or something on a truck and you can just park that on the edge of the field and then use the auger bin to kind of chase between the combine and the truck, which works pretty good in real life too. Actually, I spent a little bit of time driving a quad track, pulling a big chaser bin, emptying out like 3 different combines at once and filling the trucks on the edge of the field with it. So that was always pretty fun. Those quad tracks are pretty fun to drive. But yeah, we'll just go get this emptied out into the bin, and then we'll finish bringing that other trailer over and get that seeder filled up. And then we still got to bale and seed. But we're getting there. Okay, get him emptied out one more time, and then he should have enough space to finish off this field. He's almost done there. So we can finally get back to this guy, get that seeder filled up. So I'm hoping if I just pull alongside here and position this right, should be able to get both types of pallets in range. Still no dice, eh? Oh, I wonder if this one has to be unfolded first. Because I just tried to open the cover, and it said that I need to unfold it before I can even open the cover, which not sure that makes a ton of sense, but we'll do that anyway. Get this thing unfolded. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense that you wouldn't be able to fill it if it's closed, especially because it's kind of got these like the steps and the platform that go on the side that I guess you can't really access when it's full. Or when it's folded, I mean. So now, let's hope it works. Okay, the lid's opened, so that's a good sign. Now, there we go. Okay. So that one was just my fault. I just wasn't, or I just didn't, or I just needed to unfold it first. So we'll get that filled. Use up all this fertilizer. Might as well top it right up here. And then I'm probably, well, I don't know, but if I get a worker going on the seeder, I might just turn auto buy on for now. Just so I don't have to worry about this screwing around, just because it's kind of annoying. And then once, if they eventually fix that bug, I will turn auto buy back off, but I don't know. It's not too bad, and I mean, it should last quite a while in this field, so maybe we'll just leave it like this. But yeah, if it becomes a pain, I might turn auto buy on and just get a worker to do this. Yeah, because this bug is kind of annoying. But I think we can just leave that over here for now. And now let's go. We can bring our combine back to the yard, get that dumped out, get our truck dumped out. And then we can take a tally of how much barley we actually made. It was a pretty good harvest though, I think. So that can go there for now. I'm going to drop this header down, and then I'm going to put this one back into park mode because we don't need to be switching that, or switching to that right now. Okay, got all that unloaded. We can probably put our cover back on, and then I just want to see how much we ended up with here. Okay, so almost 80,000 liters of barley. Not too shabby. So if we look at this thing, where are we here? Current value is about 66 grand, but if we wait until peak price, that barley is going to be worth about 90 grand. We will have to take some of that out to feed the chickens, but yeah, like I said, we don't have to take a ton of it. So I guess the next thing we're going to do is start baling here. So I'll go get hooked up to the baler here and bale up all this straw. Probably get this field done first, and then I'll probably start a worker on this field using this seeder. while I finish up baling this other field, and then I'll probably bale that last field myself, just because I'd like to use that thing myself, just because it's a brand new piece of equipment. I don't want to let the worker have all the fun. And hopefully I have enough net wrap to bale all this stuff, because yeah, I was having that same issue with the baler. Wasn't able to load that with the net wrap until I came over and put it on a front loader. But we got quite a bit. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to do it. I'm also going to switch to the biggest size bales as well. So we'll turn on automatic drop, and we'll turn the bale size up to 180. So yeah, I don't know if that actually would use less wrap or not, because yeah, like you'd use more because it's a bigger circumference, but maybe not as much more as like doing more bales. But yeah, I'm not really sure how that calculation would work out. But so yeah, I'll just get this all baled up, and then we can start seeding it to grass, and I'll get that other field baled up too. Okay, we got all that straw baled up. Ended up with 23 of the large bales, so doing pretty good. It's quite a bit of straw. This guy is finished as well. Actually, how much did he use? Okay, he didn't use very much of his fertilizer or seed at all. So I just need to go finish seeding that other field, but I did get a notification that our egg storage is full and there's no more room to place other pallets, so I want to just get this cleaned out quickly, just so we're not missing out on eggs here. All right, just gonna store them in that little nook for now. Hopefully I can get them back out of there easily enough, but I think I'll be able to. Okay, so I think that's all I had to do down there. So we'll grab this seeder and head over and get this other piece of land seeded here. So we'll turn on the seeder, lower it down. Oh, did I not turn it on? Or is it already on? There we go. And yeah, first time I'm using the new seeder. It's already been used a little bit on that other field. But yeah, we'll get this one planted to grass just like that other one. And yeah, there should be a pretty good silage harvest out of these two fields. And then we'll turn around in a couple months and replant them to barley again. So yeah, this has a pretty decent capacity. So I don't think I will need to restock the seed at all. So we should be doing pretty good here. Okay, we are almost done seeding this field up, and yeah, we still got quite a bit of stuff in our seeder here, so glad I didn't have to stop and restock that, because that's yeah, getting to be a bit of a pain. Yeah, that's it. Got our two fields all seeded up. Got all our straw baled up. Not quite sure where I'm gonna store that. Got to find somewhere where it's gonna be out of the way here, but not quite sure where that's gonna be at the moment, but yeah, so we got a couple grass fields seeded here, and yeah, 50% fertilized because our seeder does that now, but we will have to come around next month and re-fertilize to get these up to 100%. But I think that's the nice thing about the grass too, is that when we go back to seed it to barley, because after we harvest our grass, it's still going to be at 50%. So then I think with this seeder that also fertilizes, I'm pretty sure as soon as we're done seeding, it's just going to be at 100%, so we should be good to go, which is going to be nice. I'm pretty sure that's how that works anyway. But yeah, I'm just going to come and park this back down here, and yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I'm going to have to come and clean some of this up again and probably restock that trailer at some point, but yeah, I think we're good for now. But yeah, we got quite a bit accomplished in this episode. Got that barley harvested. Got our fields reseeded back to grass, and yeah, got quite a bit of barley and straw. But yeah, with 80,000 liters of barley and then 23 of those large bales of straw. Actually, I should maybe check those quickly. I just want to see what the price of straw is actually at right now. Okay, so it's pretty low, but we could still get 27 grand for it. If we wait until peak price, we could potentially get up to like 36, but so I don't know. I am just going to hang on to it for now, and we'll see what happens. We'll sell it if we need some more money, but I actually just wanted to double check quickly. How old are these? So these guys are 13 months. So man, our baby goats are almost growing up now. And these two groups should be at full milk production. So these ones should be getting to full milk production pretty soon. So Yeah, with how much milk we get, it's hard to believe that like we're still not actually at full production for what these goats can actually do once all those ones finish growing up. But yeah, that's been a pretty good moneymaker. Pretty happy with those goats so far because they're pretty low input, honestly. Yeah, we're definitely getting a lot of eggs. A lot of eggs coming in. So yeah, pretty happy about that. We're going to have no trouble feeding them now. We're going to have to kind of figure out how much they're going to eat, and we can sell the rest of that barley, but that should be a pretty good payday as well. And yeah, once we get that soybean field harvested too, that should be another pretty good chunk of income. I saw the great demand thing come up while I was doing that seeding there. And it actually was for soybeans. So yeah, I can still see we're at great demand at the grain mill. So it's almost $4,500 for soybeans right now, if we had any. So that would be a pretty good payday if we had anything to sell. But I was wrong. I was thinking the soybeans best price was kind of in the middle of winter as well, but apparently it's June. Like this is the best month for soybeans right now. So yeah, when do we actually harvest those? I can't remember. Okay, so we're gonna harvest those in October. So yeah, then we'll kind of have to hang on to them until the next summer, but that shouldn't be a problem because we got tons of storage in our big silo here now. So, but yeah, I think that's all we really needed to do. Got quite a bit done today, so yeah, I'm gonna wrap this episode up here, and yeah, we'll be right back at it. Probably gonna stay in this month for a little bit. Might try to do a few more contracts, but yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, anyway, thanks a bunch for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in the next one.